Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 97 of Kenshi. So last episode, we fought some of the Leviathan, well, a Leviathan, not some of them, but just a singular, because we went out to the Mega Raptor and there was nothing there, and that kind of sucked. So we're waiting for the remainder of our crossbowmen to heal up. I guess Mew's already healed up, but the other two to heal up, and then I think I'm going to go to Tengu's vault. Because I want to, basically. Because if we're going to fight a war against the UC, I figure in a real war, you would hit some high priority target. And what's a higher priority target than their arsenal, right? At least that's my thought. I'll put your helmet back on. Okay. Putting the boots away. Another specialist grade. For shame. Alright, so waiting for basically Crumble to heal up a bit more, and then we're all set to go. So I'll have a nice midday nap before our go time. Now at this point, I have 3 sets of lifter arms, so I just need legs. So right, left, right, left, right, left. Let's see what we can do. Counting the total amount of people that need stuff installed on them. Let's see. So the 3 skeletons, 1, 2, 3. And then Ron 4, Jane's 5. Griffin we're going to skip. 6. 6. Okay, 6 sets. Griffin we're going to skip because due to the fact that he's an ex-Holy Nation Paladin, it would, if he had a religion, be against it to install robotics. And I'll respect that. Minimally, but I'll respect that. We are cleaning up some of the random storages that we had around town. Steel. Where are we storing steel? That is a fair question. We're using the bolts. Do we store the steel bars anywhere? I don't think we do. So let's throw some steel bar storage in. Put that, right outside the steel refinery. Seems about right. And then we do have some armor plating and copper plates and that kind of stuff left over. Cactus as well. Alright, hemp is almost full. That's pretty crazy how fast that went. Put some extra cactus away. What about breads? I know Aramid probably has all the bread he needs, I'd be guessing. Yep, just about. That's too bad, because our pets have some breads on them, but I have nowhere to put them. Alright, Crumble. I'm going to say Crumble's healed up enough. Let's get going. Alright, Agnew, we want to go to Tengu's vault. Which is... Come on, I've seen it before. Let's travel through this way. Check out Ocarin's Shield while we're at it. Narco's Trap we already definitely cleared out. Ocarin's Shield we did, but I'm curious who took it over. As far as Tengu's vault goes... It should be just west of Hang. I guess I haven't discovered it. It should be right here. And this is everyone? Perfect. Crumble John last to heal. And actually, let's do a very, very quick breather in Blister Hill because we have some frag axes and armors left on us that we can definitely sell. What'd they say? We're all closed now thanks to you? That doesn't make any sense. We're close now. Ah, okay. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, they're close to... Yes. Whatever. Success. I don't know. I don't really care. Wow, Boot Trader. You had no money. Cool. You're the best. Okay, 25,000. Is this enough to sell? Not enough for the frag axe. Any blueprints I don't have? Nope. Cool. Yeah, we definitely have enough food for at least a short rendezvous. Okay, not enough for all of my weapons, but for most. Pop it next door. Oh, your name is also Bark? I know Bark. Seto. I'm going to sell your sandals because you now have robo feet. And you literally couldn't use your sandals even if you wanted to. Just making sure I have all these blueprints. I do. I really don't know why I make sure. At this point, I'm almost fully geared up, and other than missing a few masterwork, there's almost nothing that I'm missing, personally. But we went from no money to 56,000, or 158,000 rather, in a blink of an eye. That's why I'm not really all that worried about money. It's very, very, very easy when you have the ability to do Mastercraft to just crank stuff out like this. Holy hell, dude. Why do you store all of this stuff on you? I get your crafting, but you don't need to, like, shove it in your bum. Oh, well, there's nowhere to put the plates away. We're full up on plates. Oh, is someone attacking me? That would be hilarious. Oh my goodness, make my day. Yes, yes. Hungry Bandits. Sure. Now, I feed you your last supper. Yeah, oddly enough, in a lot of RPG games, once you hit a certain level, weak stuff doesn't attack you anymore. Really? You're taunting me still? Like, famously, in most games, what you'll have is, like, enemies that are way stronger than you will have skulls or red names, and then orange, and then right around the correct levels, like green or blue, and then it eventually becomes gray. And gray enemies tend not to even bother to touch you, because you're so much stronger than them, and they recognize it that they don't bother aggroing you. In this game, everything fights everything, no matter what, which I do find hilarious. Oh, you stupid river raptors. I'm going to attack all them. This is for eating my plants. The river raptors offer, like, no fight at all now. The bulls down below would. But yeah, these river raptors are a joke. They were also teens. Yeah, these bulls would offer a little bit of a fight. But once again, there's almost nothing that I wouldn't be able to do at this point. I've advanced well beyond. How to put this more accurately? There are some things that would provide a challenge, but there isn't anything that is too difficult, I think, at this point. Given that I have proper bolts and tactics and food and all that. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to hit all of the remaining things that you all might want to see, sort of in sequential order, in order of, like, difficulty, so that, you know, it crescendos properly. I don't know. It's something like that. Alright, Tengu's Vault. So war with the UC is not going to be easy. The UC cities are well armed and armored and have a lot of people. And I'm not even going to ask for help from anyone. I'm just going to go ahead and fight. But I think for a first valid target, for a first strike, what will cause me to be hostile with the United Cities, which is another name for just a bunch of slavers, is going to the Emperor's Vault. I think will sufficiently piss them off. So Tengu is their emperor, and their vault is where I'm headed to. Okay, you really have to stop stuffing your bags full of stuff. If I am correct... Yep, there it is. That's the vault. You could see so clearly who has robotics and who does not. Oh, look at all the samurai gate guards. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is probably entirely unnecessary. Given that this is not a fair fight, even a little bit. Alright, you don't get to hit my crossbowman. Let's see if we can't kite snipe. Plop. Yeah. It's not much of a fight. Like I said, I've progressed to a point where my guys are pretty hardy. Doesn't mean that I necessarily want to fight. As you can see, their armor is so much better. So much higher grade than the Holy Nation that I was against. The Holy Nation I was against just had garbage. Absolute garbage. Now, if I wanted to, if you take a look... That's about 1,500. You know, it doesn't sell super high, but it's not like the 50-cent armor pieces that the UC had, or the Holy Nation had, rather. Okay, we're all done. Let's see. The worst beating I took was definitely Rhadamant. Rhadamant took a very hard stomach hit, but that's about it. Actually, I love how they have a little gate like you couldn't just walk in real life. You couldn't just walk through there, but whatever. I'll forgive it. You can raise the alarm if you want to. Samurai heavy. You're not a gate guard. You're a heavy, so you have an adachi. And again, pretty decent armor, which is going to be a recurring theme. The Holy Nation, because I'm just going to assume this is not true, mind you, but I make it up for myself. Because they've oppressed all the Scorchlanders, who tend to be the armor smiths, they end up with garbage gear. Alright, you can be as alarmist as you want. I could min-max this and fight real careful. Well, they do have a fair bit of people. So that might not be the worst idea. What I'll do is I'll just, all of my non-ranged take off hold. I'll try to keep my crossbowmen free. And just do as much damage as it can. No, we're doing pretty good. Just for, like, face planting basically straight into their vault. I can fairly safely say it has not been a ridiculously hard fight. But they are I mean, some of them are Shek. They're big and tough. They're just not tough enough. And there's a lot of good weapons potentially here. And because of the likelihood that these guys are going to get back up, what I'll do at the very least is disarm them. I can leave their armor, but I'll take their weapons away. Most of these weapons aren't fantastic, but samurai armor is some of the toughest armor in the game. It's also why I'm utilizing it for my own uniforms. And as a result of it being super tough, it makes the wearer, i.e. the UC guards and all them, hard to kill. And here's the Vault Warden. He's the big tough dude that's guarding this vault. And probably just, yeah, a sergeant. Generally speaking, it's easy to figure out who their toughest dudes are because they die last. Now, to my knowledge, nobody really cares about the Vault Warden, like in terms of bounties or any of that. But, regardless, a Meito Jite, I will not turn down. Rhadamant can use it. And let's strip the other lieutenant. Hamit's still taking a dirt nap. Well, dirt nap makes it sound like he's dead. I should just say Hamit is resting peacefully. I guess given his injuries, I'm not eager to send him back in. Oh, this guy has some different gear. Okay, I've already stripped those. Attack to kill. I don't really see you using foam weapons, so I assumed that that was the plan the whole time. I'm under arrest. Alright, let's pan up. No one on the next floor. And just some outlaws on the top floor. Alright. I took some hits. Some people are more wounded than others. But all in all, quite a one-sided fight. Am I this stupid? Are you? You had the opportunity to stay down and just let me disarm you. And instead, you get back up and now I have to bash you even further. Oh, this guy was faking it, weren't you? No, you're properly unconscious, I guess. For like 1 second. Some of them are just playing dead. I mean, I don't blame them. Given how easy I smoked my way through. I get it. Ooh, that's worth, you know, locking behind it. Very nice. I feel like I've just been trolled. This is the bottom floor after all, but still. I open it and it's like one little piece of meat in a giant chest. It's like, cool. Yep, meat wrap. This is sort of their barracks quarters, though, so I guess that makes more sense. Bunch of meat wraps. Upstairs, still garbage. More garbage. Or nothing at all. Some sake, yeah. All garbage. I Still got to check, you know, curiosity and all. Top floor. So some people to talk to. So your name is Psycho. Then you stay in your cage. Yep. What are you in for? Stole fruit grapefruits. I don't know who he is. And he could probably be lying to me, but whatever. I don't really care. I guess I could look it up. You Yabuta. Oh, he is the... No. I've done wrong. Who's... You, buddy, are a bandit. And you're a screaming bandit, too. Nope, plop. You get put down. He stole a weapon, too. Alright. Just because the UC locked them up doesn't necessarily mean... This is sort of the UC's supermax. Or at least I'm kind of assuming that. Hex. Maybe you're okay. Hex is an outlaw. She has a... Yeah, you're cool. Yep, alright. I'll get you out. I don't really want to free bandits or anything. But she was just someone that was rebelling as a farmer. Who else is in here? Just, your name is Prisoner. And they spit in my face. You know what? I like you. You can do whatever you want. Or just random... Oh, no. You have a name. What is your name? You are Luquin. Thank you, Wiki. He's got a bounty. There's 2 books named after him. The Legend of Lequin and The Legend of Lequin 2. He was sold in his... Okay, you know what? I'll let you out. I can't read your entire legend, but you seem okay. Here's some random... You look like dust bandits. I'm sure you're dust bandits, but... Yeah, you are, in fact, a dust bandit. No, I won't go. I'm staying... Okay, cool. You're a dust bandit, too. Sinklide. That's a weird name. So he's a bit of a thug, are you? I'll free you, but I'm not interested in to recruit you. So some of these guys will join you if you free them. But obviously my squad's full, so that's not something they can do. No one gets out of the vault? I mean, okay. You're out. ESPHER. I haven't actually broken into this vault before, so this is all kind of new to me. He is a unique recruit from the Southern Hive. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I thought he looked a little bit different. So he's a Southern Hiver. Why would they even keep him alive? I don't know. So he's the only Southern Hiver that you can recruit in the entire game, I suspect. There isn't a lot of opportunity to recruit a lot of Southern Hivers. Your name is Screamy. Yeah, I'll let you out. Just make sure to scream at the gate guards on your way out. Most of them are corpses by now. Alright, so that's pretty much all the prisoners. I guess I'll let everyone out. Just cause. Get back here. Doesn't mean I'm gonna let them live, mind you. But I will let them out. Where are you going, Psycho? You stealing a weapon? I'm gonna catch you, then I'm gonna kill you. More anti-slaver tactics. Oh, yep, there we go. Boom, Psycho down. Let me read up on Psycho real quick. I'm actually curious. Psycho is an outlaw, decent martial artist. They're just crazy. They don't really have a backstory. Okay. So are these guards all the wounded ones? I believe they are. Some of them are naked. That's kind of funny. Some of these prisoners are just following me because they don't know what else to do. I didn't really check all the prison, the Supermax. But let me go back to the top floor and poke around. I don't think they'd really keep anything of value next to a bunch of prisoners. What's going on down there? Some skimmer fights? So I think we're done. Pretty much all the vault has been pacified, killed, whatever, you name it, we did it. And now... you can raise as many alarms as you want. I am Legion. So here's what their average person looks like the average samurai. This one, for whatever reason, is a hiver. So that's maybe not average. So this is like an average guy. Oh, Wing Wing's down, though. Ooh, Wing Wing's down for a while. Every now and then, you know, the enemy will get a lucky hit. And, yeah, it's just the way it is. Just some skimmers. I have a whole lot of prisoners following me. Yo, quit popping up out of the sand. See, even holding him, my speed is plenty fine. And I'm gonna pick on Stoat first, actually, because Hang is probably a larger group of enemies. How many bolts do I... oh, you know what? I have a huge lack of bolts. I have no chance against you, huh? Well, they were particularly easy to kill. How about we team together? Prefer my own company. Sorry, man. I don't really have space for you. It is truly nothing personal. So what I'm going to do is regroup. Now that I've hit the vault, I'm going to go back home, and we've pissed off UC a bit. We'll see if they end up raiding us or not. I will try to work towards all the Wonder Legs that I need. And we'll regroup. We'll have a lot more bolts, and we'll rearm and hit UC even harder. That should be fun. If we look at factions, as you can see, let's see, United Cities, not a huge fan of us. Traders Guild is pretty close to hostile as well. These are all things I'm happy with, mind you. What outpost is this? Let's go check. This is what, in Iron Valley? It's just probably going to be a Lost Armory. Something like that. Yep. Certainly like that. Well, we're getting melted by the acid rain, so let's not linger. Nice. Agnew, you do realize that mostly people are following you are organic, right? He chooses to swim. So I think Ruka spent the longest time in that, right? If Ruka's okay. Yeah, Ruka's not melting that fast. So everyone's kind of okay. That's a good litmus test. No pun intended with the acid rain. Here we are at Okran's Shield. And we're just going to roll all the way down to Bane. Yeah, I guess Okran's Shield is pretty big. If I want Bane to be a larger footprint, I'm probably really going to need to significantly add to it. As far as I know, no one's showed up at my bars. Most likely because, well, two-part reason. One is I'm sort of far away from the traveling roads, and two, I don't have anything installed to allow for better bars or better vending. There's a bunch of mods that improve NPCs' buying capacity, and I don't have them installed. Mostly because this is more or less a mod-free playthrough. More or less because I do have some mods, but the mods that I have installed are mostly cosmetic UI changing mods. Like the putting fences on farms. That doesn't really fundamentally change the game in any way. It just makes it a little easier to look at. And that's more or less what I've been adding. Come on, Queen of the South. Come raise hell, please. I don't know. These extra outposts, I really think, should have kicked my footprint up a bit. Whatever. I say it doesn't bother me. It clearly does, right? But I could ignore it. Still in a coma. Wow, he got clocked real hard. But yet, we are home. Have a nice rest. All the skeletons. Most of the robotic parts that I have only need like a second or two of repairing. You know, done. Wing shouldn't be put there. And Beep needs a bed. We need some additional beds, I think. Oh, Wing got up. No longer in a coma. I just take Griffin's place. I can add some additional beds if I need. If I absolutely need. Griffin, you can just lay down there. It's technically sleeping. It's just not recuperative sleeping. Although I'm not really sure laying on a skeletal repair metal bed is all that comfortable. So at this point, we're just waiting for Wing Wing to heal up. And we'll re-up the ammo for our Rangers. And possibly, potentially, although more or less unlikely, put some new armor on. Shrike, that bit is up to you. I don't even... Where is Shrike? She's idle. Because I need to queue up some more turtlenecks. So the turtlenecks, I think, are particularly useful for crossbowmen because they don't impair shooting. Whereas everyone else can get the much improved chainmail. Because the chainmail is way more protective than the turtleneck is. If we compare them briefly, this is 2133 with a 50% cut efficiency, and this is 2248. So as for blunt, they're about the same, but for cuts, the blackened is a lot higher. Agnew recolors clothing. I mean, I knew that, but it's interesting to see it. We also need a few additional samurai leg plates. I think the crossbowmen are not going to get them because of some of the penalties that it incurs. I don't know. Maybe I could get it for everyone. I guess I'm fast enough, right? So we'll queue a bunch of whole of those up. All right, Wing Wing's all set and healed. It's time to add some bolts. Green also needs some repairs kits. And then there's no good reason for me not to push against some more UC cities. Oh. Challenger the Undefeated. I know you guys. Where are you originating from? I might not wait around for you to get here and actually just ride out to find you to save myself some time. What I'll do in the meantime is beep. Let's go check Rebirth out. See what Rebirth looks like now. I'm curious. I can wait around for the Challenger, but I'm curious if Rebirth looks like a proper non-slave city again or not. Alright, so both cotton farms are fully operational, which means the looms are already being tended to. Now, Challenger the Undefeated, that should be originating from down here. There it is. And that will allow me to judge roughly how much time I have. Okay, you got close to Rebirth. Here's the edge of Rebirth. Now we get closer, and it should be Flotsam Ninjas that are running it. And there's still some prisoner cells, but they ought to all be empty. There's some prisoners standing around, though. Dude named Saint. And as you can see, the Flotsam Ninjas are manning. So I guess they leave the cages in place, but the rest of the city looks almost deserted. I'm going to guess this was a place of industry, and without slaves to fuel the industry, it's not exactly necessary for anyone to hang out. I think the industry there was they were building like giant religious statues. And yeah. You don't exactly need giant religious statues when you're liberated and when the religion crumbles, such as it has. Alright, instead of waiting around for the Challenger of the Undefended, what I can do is just mess with the holy farms that are nearby. People catch up. I was sort of morbidly curious if I killed off everyone at these towns, do they stay dead? Did the towns sort of die or not? As you can see, pack bulls. Ooh, I could steal a whole lot of stuff. You know, why not? God, their farmers were clearly drunk when they laid out their farm fields. Yeah, this one's pretty deserted. I don't really see that anyone's inhabiting it whatsoever. Beep, are you with us now? Yeah, you're leading the pack. Okay, they have a dog. Does this dog... Oh, it does belong to the Holy Nation. Sorry, dog. Gotta kill you. Your owner's a bad man. This building's empty. All these other buildings are pretty much empty. Some fuel. Yep. Alright. So we'll see. We did hit the east one already. Let's check that out and see if they're miraculously repopulated. But I think they're dead. Actually, I just moused over and it said dead. Dead and dead. Ideally, we would just have a bunch of dead neighbors. I'd not want to have like the random Shek that are around constantly be harangued by people that live here. It's really too bad that once you've, yeah, as you can see, they're just, yeah, they haven't respawned. Cool. Very nice. All right, back home we go. Waiting for the Challenger of the Undefended, or Undefeated, whatever their name is. They're almost here. And then we get to go on some more crushing the evil empire and all their slaves. But alas, I think the rest of this is going to be for next episode. So thank you all for tuning in, and thanks for all of the suggestions. I will continue the UC raids once we're done defending the outpost or the base, Ocaran's Bane. If you have any questions for me or suggestions of any type, drop me a line, and I do hope that you tune in next time. Adios, everybody.